Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, and youtube.com/regionsports. We come to you tonight from the John A. Barrato Center as the Region Sports Network presents the Merrillville Pirates taking on the East Chicago Central Cardinals on the Boys Hoop Showdown. I'm Jack Field, the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast, and joining me on the color is Mike Dewan. Mike, good to see you as always.
Always, my friend.
Amazing game we got on hand tonight. Two teams with a lot of talent. First off, let's just talk about the two best players on the court. Not just on the court, but in the area. Let's start with the visiting team, the Merrillville Pirates. Transfer senior Preston Saya. And when I tell you, this kid is the definition of a sharp shooter. Coming off one of his best games, 8 3-pointers, which was a Merrillville program record. And he is somebody who's going to knock down that tray all night long.
Yeah, he's making his presence known right out of the gate. Again, his first season with the Merrillville Pirates, obviously the transfer, that's not a bad name to pick up, and obviously playing a productive level for the Pirates. He's somebody you got to pick up just about at the volleyball line and make sure you know where he's at, because if you give him an inch of space, he's going to knock it down for Trey.
On the other hand, you got Dominic Murphy, 3-star recruit in the class of 2025. He's coming off 3 straight 20-point games, averaging a double-double on the year. He is the motor for this Cardinal team.
He's just such a gifted scorer. We were at that Chesterton East Chicago game, a fantastic win by East Chicago. And when you see somebody score that many points, that prolific, you expect them to kind of take some questionable shots. And with Dominique, I was super impressed with the shot selection. He's not forcing anything. He's not trying to take the game over. He's letting the game come to him and just take it however he wants. He's making plays. I mean, nothing questionable. He's just getting his buckets when they can. And again, he's a gift to the scorer as they come in the area.
For East Chicago, it was a very quiet start to them this year. But after beating Chesterton, now they're currently on a 3-game win streak. That win started a little bit of some buzz here in East Chicago. You can tell with the attendance tonight.
I mean, there's no better place, I think, to watch a game. I haven't been here since the renovations, and it's a fantastic place. What, second biggest high school gym in the country? I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, my friend.
You have a new video board above, and
look at this, man.
We were told that their next phase in this project is to work on the second-level bleachers that haven't been touched in years. But as you can tell, this is a very lively and atmosphere of a gym, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. We're going to take a break here, but we're going to leave our mics on, and you can hear the national anthem here at East Chicago High School.
Remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Now on the other side, let's talk about those Merrillville Pirates. 3-1 on the year, 3-game win streak. They lost their first game of the year, but they defeated Griffith 67-43. We talked about that game from Preston Saya. 26 points, 8 3-pointers, program record. These teams haven't faced off since 2019, where they beat EC 59-49. But for Merrillville, this is a team that's going to have a lot of close games and a lot of hard games. You're in the DAC. The DAC is one of the hardest conferences in Indiana this year, and with how many teams that we're seeing play as well as they are in the beginning of the year, this is a great test for this Pirate team on the road.
I'd like to say up to this point, this is probably their biggest test. Again, going to a hostile environment like the Bravado Center with a team that is scorching hot right now with the East Chicago Cardinals. This is a great early season test for what lies to come for the Merrillville Pirates.
Well, let's give you those starting lineups for both teams. First, with the visiting Merrillville Pirates, it's going to be number 1, Preston Saya. Number 2, Jaden Williams. Number 23, Robert Kennedy. Number 24, Sean Clemens. And number 32, Keontae McKinney. And now for your home East Chicago Central Cardinals, number 1, Jameel Rich Jr. Number 3, Keontae Bell. Number 12, Marquise Winters. Number 23, Dominic Murphy. And number 24, Yamari Wallace. East Chicago is coached by 23-year-old Ala Moreau, 15-5 on the year. He came in the middle of the season last year as the interim head coach, now getting his first full season with this boys varsity basketball team. Bo Patton, head coach for the Merrillville Pirates in his 5th year, had a sectional title back in 2020, 42-54 overall on the year. But a lively atmosphere as we're about to get set here at the John A. Barato Center for what should be a really good one.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Again, I'm very excited to see this kind of coaching matchup.
Also on Region Sports, we have Penn at Chesterton going on right now. That's a 6:30 p.m. tip-off. So that's our second game night in a region doubleheader. That's game 1. This is game 2, and it's going to be a really good one.
So much next level talent, man. Again, and it can't be at a better place. I'm going to keep harping on it all night.
Look, basketball is a team sport, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But all eyes are on Dominique Murphy and Preston Saya.
100%.
Those are the 2 stars of tonight. And for Dominique Murphy, he's been through the East Chicago system. Saya's had an interesting history towards himself. He's from Florida.
Right.
He made the JV Crown Point Bulldog team as a freshman, transferred to the Don Bosco Institute for 2 years, and now is here at Merrillville for his senior season. So Saya's had 3 high schools in 4 years.
Hey, he's finding his home pretty nicely so far through these first few games.
Well, there's nothing like hitting 17 3-pointers in 4 games, shooting 52% from the line.
Not terrible.
No.
Not terrible. Better than what I could do, that's for sure.
And what's interesting about him is he's the tallest kid on Merrillville, but he's not the center. He's a shooting guard, but he is their tallest player at 6'7". All right, and we're set to get underway here. Thank you all for joining us and making us a part of your Friday night. The tip is up and caught by Keontae Bell, and we're ready to go here. Bell kicks it out to the wing. Rich Jr. all the way back to Bell. Bell driving to his left, back up to Rich Jr. Had a big game against Chesterton, 27 points in that win.
Looks like Merrillville's going man across the board here. Both teams really like to swing the ball around, kind of find the proper shot, get things going.
Wallace now with it, say on him, driving, he's blocked. Oh, they're going to get a foul. That was Robert Kennedy. Actually, no, maybe we got a turnover on East Chicago, it looks like. So Merrillville will have the basketball for the first time. I thought it was a foul at first, but now we'll see Merrillville's offense for the first time. And say, I was telling you this, off the air, but it's going to be kind of like when you watch those Golden State Warriors. But here's a 3 from the corner to start off, no good. And an offensive rebound right there. Kennedy goes to the rim. They're going to get, I believe, let's see, they're going to discuss it right now. It's a jump ball. That's going to go with the East Chicago Cardinals.
Kennedy's super athletic. He came from about the 3-point line, came in kind of crashing for that rebound. Only a junior, but he's got 6'4", but he's quick, he's athletic. Averaging 6 rebounds a game as well as 6 points. He is essentially their center at 6'4". He's going to be the guy down low in a legal screen right there set. They got number 12, Marquise Winters. He was trying to set that for his teammate Dominic Murphy. And that's the thing for both of these teams. You have 2 perennial basketball players that you need to get open. You're going to see a lot of screens, a lot of set plays for them, because those 2 guys, you give them basketballs. There's a steal. Oh, blocked from behind. And they're going to get a foul on Kennedy. That was Robert Kennedy on the block, but the foul, you had Keontae Bell on the steal on that baseline pass. They said it was all ball from Kennedy, but he got him with the body on the block attempt. So Bell will head to the line for 2 shots.
the junior, averaging 7 points a game. His first free throw off the back iron and bounces right in.
A little bit of shooter's touch there, I see.
The rims are kind to the Cardinals here
like
early.
it.
How about this? You ever see this? A guy wearing a sleeve on his right and leg sleeve on his right, but nothing on the left side of his body?
I dig it.
And that second free throw.
It's called fashion, Jack.
Off the back iron, and it looks like we had a violation on East Chicago. They're going to get Yamari Wallace on that one. No matter what, the free throw is no good. It's 1-0 though. East Chicago leads. Here's a press from the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to try and speed you up, both these teams, kind of get you in that uncomfortable position, try to get you to play at their pace, but less than a minute in, we got a lot of unforced errors, a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. You got to kind of slow down, play your proper pace. Don't let the other team speed you up.
Sean Clemens now with it, trying to find somebody. Oh, nice cut inside, but under the legs of Keontae McKinney.
Again, another turnover.
Had the backdoor cut, but the pass just wasn't good enough there, and like you said, another turnover by the Pirates. This is a Cardinal team. Look, they can score, but they like to play great defense. They focus on that. They hone on that. And although you got perennial scorers, look out for their intensity on defense. Nice drive to the rim. That one's short. Long pass, tipped, stolen, out of bounds, and that's off of Murphy. It's going to stay with Merrillville. That was a long pass from Jaden Williams.
Yeah, I like pushing it there a little bit. Again, you kind of got to get those jitters out. Merrillville hasn't played in 10 days. That's the last game against Griffith. It was the 12th.
Well, if we learned anything from the JV game, pace is going to be fast here tonight.
Definitely.
Up top, now to the corner. Driving inside, pump fakes it. He got Sale wide open, top of the key. They didn't give it to him. Williams driving inside on the baseline, kicks it to the corner. It's up. It's good. Sean Clemens.
They got some shooters, man. They're going to look to drive and kick a lot. Of course, you got Sale, but you also got a guy like Clemens who can knock it down from Trey.
Clemens, 32% from the three. There's Murphy, and he answers with his own. And this kid is special.
He's tough, man. I mean, you got to pick him up anywhere. He can do it from the mid-range.
Let her say from the logo, front iron, no good. Nice pass right there. You've got Wallace with it. Wallace's floater, no good. Gets his own rebound, drives back inside. Some defense on him, no good. Murphy tried to get this rebound, but it's out of bounds on him. It'll go to Merrillville, 4-3. The Cardinals lead. And Saya, he's going to take those deep threes. If he has an open shot, he is not afraid to shoot that basketball.
He's trying to get the feel of the game. That was his first shot of the game.
That's the first time he touched the basketball, too.
You're kind of antsy to get that first shot out of the way, and if it goes in, of course, that's fun, but don't worry. He's going to shoot a bit more, and he's going to make a couple, I bet.
Yeah, but a good response by Murphy right there, top of the key. I mean, he didn't even think about it. He just shot it, and he knew that was going in.
Again, like I was saying, he could score anywhere inside this half court, maybe even beyond half court.
He's a three-level scorer.
Definitely. That's a way to put it.
Williams off the screen. Oh, it's a hard one right there. Driving inside. Kennedy can't lay that one in. Offensive rebound. McKinney with it, gets his own rebound and puts it in. Tough finish at the rim.
As great as Saya is, Merrillville has some two solid big men that could bang down low. Again, you got to really fight for some boards if you're East Chicago.
And that's the thing for Merrillville. That jump shot's way off. Rebounded right there by McKinney. Saya's getting all the hype, and he should. But as there's a three, Saya wing, no good. 0 for 2 on the night so far. But this is, like you said, a deep and loaded Merrillville team. Mid-range two, Saya on him, and that one bounces in. Jameel Rich Jr. averaging 15 points a game, able to give East Chicago back the lead at 6-5 with under 5 minutes to go.
I like him a lot. He's a fantastic second option, if that's what you want to call him for East Chicago.
Well, you go back to that big Chesterton win that really started some buzz. He had 27 points in that win.
He played fantastic.
Saya wide open in the corner, and he misses again. But another offensive rebound, but taken away. Rich on the steal. Pushes it all the way, going inside. Nice inside move, and a finish at the rim. Yamari Wallace. And a timeout by Bo Patton as the Cardinals have their largest lead. It's 8-5. We'll take a break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back here at the John A. Barato Center as East Chicago leads 8-5. Merrillville with the basketball. Jack Field, Mike Dewan. We've got Zach Miller producing and Milton Johnson on camera. Jaden Williams now with the basketball, making some moves. Goes to his left, goes to his right, passes inside. Trying to find some room, goes all the way back outside. That's going to be a deep two off the back iron, bounces off the rim. I'd say the backboard and out of bounds, and they'll go with the East Chicago Cardinals. Obviously, for the big story right now, Saya 0 for 3 from the three-point line. It's early, but at the same time, something maybe you're not used to seeing if you're a Merrillville Pirate fan, although he's had 2 wide open shots.
Just got to get in the field of the game. You can't stop shooting
Ooh.
now. They're going to need you. They're going to rely on you, and it'll come. It'll come. You just got to keep being persistent.
Well, there's Murphy. Man, he was bodied, but the missed shot and rebound, that's got to be number 12, Marquise Winters, on the finish. 10-5 now they lead. And there's that quick pace we were talking about. Sean Clemens now goes back to Jaden Williams.
Yeah, slow start from Merrillville. Again, you got to wonder if that 10-day kind of absence.
Step back two. That one rattles out. Murphy with the rebound. He averages 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
And he's only taken 2 shots this game as well. I mean, he made his first one. It was that three-pointer. Missed that last contested 2. Murphy driving to his left. Mid-range 2. And no good. Almost a foul you could have asked from behind.
Again, you mentioned now 3 shots, but he picks and chooses when he gets to a spot, and he's going to take a good shot. He's not going to force anything.
McKinney with it, trying to find somebody. Murphy almost stole that one. And there's a steal right there. And Murphy, he's going to be cleared for takeoff. And rocks the backboard.
Heads up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know who Dominic Murphy was, well, here he is. 12-5, the Cardinals lead. Williams now driving to his left, way out of bounds, and hit a cheerleader on that pass. And you can tell, I think the environment might be getting to Merrillville right now. They seemed a little rattled.
That's the beauty of this place. Again, even just looking at Coach Murrah, I mean, he's an energetic one. He gets his team up into it, and it resonates with the rest of the East Chicago Cardinals. A play like that, again, having a player like Dominic Murphy, that ignites this whole gym in favor of EC.
London Walker checks in for the Cardinals for the first time. Shamar Matthews checks in as well for the Pirates. Pass inside, and they get Sean Clemens on the foul from behind. With 2:34 to go here in the first quarter, you just have to like the type of player Murphy is. The size, the athleticism. He is the perfect mold of like a small but power forward.
Right.
He gives me, I know, look, I'm an LC grad, but he gives me Glenn Robinson vibes.
A little bit. I mean, if I'm looking even more of a player comp, I was thinking, just looking at that Chesterton game.
Yeah.
Great mid-ranges. I'm thinking DeMar DeRozan a little bit.
All right,
again,
okay.
just great shot selection. Here we go again.
There's that mid-range, and it's nothing but nylon.
Again, catch it at the elbow. He's got a nice fade jumper. Again, it's just pure.
It did not take long for Dominic Murphy to get situated in this game. Williams driving inside, spin move, and he's blocked right away. Good defense by Marquise Winters.
They're pushing.
Yeah, Wallace now driving inside. Blocking foul. Count it. Nice finish, Yamari Wallace, the 6'6 junior. And just like that, it's a 16-5 lead.
That's the thing for Merrillville. You cannot let this game get away from you early, because this crowd is not going to help you in that sense.
Well, I'll tell you this. For East Chicago, you watched film on Saya as he checks out for the first time tonight. He's the motor for Merrillville. Because once he starts to make some shots, then you have to double team him a little bit. And that allows other guys to get open. He hasn't scored yet tonight. He's 0 for 3. And he's now out as Wallace finishes that and makes it a 3-point play. 17-5 now. It was a 6-5 lead, and all of a sudden now it is 17-5. And we'll see who is going to be that second scorer for Merrillville. Now that Saya's out. Deep 3 by Williams. Wow,
I was just about to say, this is somebody that needs to step up. Jaden Williams, a second leading scorer on this Merrillville team. He's got to kind of turn into that first option right now with Saya out.
11.8 points per game. There's a miss and a rebound by Williams. Williams with the quick speed, hands it off. Clemens can't hit that one, in and out. Fight for the basketball and a steal. Clemens' pass almost gets away. Driving inside, can't finish, but there's a foul.
Yeah, you got to know where you're at all times playing both these teams because, again, like we saw there, someone's probably going to be behind you kind of ball hawking, looking to see if you're careless with the ball, they're going to try and knock it away from you. Again, spark these quick turnaround plays that kind of swing momentum back in your favor.
That was Kayshawn Mitchell that was fouled on Merrillville, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots. And what a 3 by Jaden Williams. I think that's exactly what you needed to kind of calm things down a little bit, as that first free throw is good.
Definitely, and he's another one of those fantastic shooters that the Pirates have. Again, if Say is not shooting well, you need somebody to kind of step up and hopefully kind of claw their way back into this hostile environment.
Williams, he had 14 points in their win against Drain a couple weeks ago. 17-9 the score is. Keyshawn Mitchell, a senior shooting guard, goes 2-2 from the free throw line. Substitution now, Keontae Bell will check in for Marquise Winter. So a little bit of a smaller lineup for the Cardinals. And here comes some pressure from the Pirates.
I like it. Speed him up a little bit. Again, kind of.
Got to watch out for Murphy, though. You can't leave him alone out there. Sometimes with these traps and pressures, somebody ends up being open.
It looks like they have Shamar Matthews on him.
Yeah,
only 5'10", guard on him, manned him up.
Yeah, well, Murphy with the basketball now, driving inside to his right, and we got a foul right away. I think they're going to get number 0 on this one. Actually, no, it looks like they're going to get Jaden Williams, maybe. Nope, Shamar Matthews, actually. I was wrong twice on that, but that's the 14th foul. Next foul, East Chicago will shoot from the free throw line for the rest of the quarter with 1:23 to go. Bell with it now, driving to his left. Underhand lay-in, no good. Offensive rebound right there. There's Jameel Rich Jr. Jr. now going to his left. And we got a push-off right there. Basket does not count. Jameel Rich Jr., that's what they call the chicken wing.
Got him
a little bit of the extension of the elbow there.
A little bit of a 6-piece right there, 6-piece chicken wing right there. Yeah, that's I like that move. Have the ref make a tough call.
It is, because the one ref did not call it.
It's a good call, though.
It was a 50-50 call.
Good call by our crew.
So Sayat checks back in for Merrillville. Let's see how he comes now. Came off the bench. See what he does here. Clemens, top of the key. Front iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Clemens. There's that mid-range, too. Looked like that was blocked from behind. Here comes Murphy now with it, and he loses it from behind. Williams now weaving his way through some traffic. Williams wide open from the wing. Nothing but nightline.
He's got to step up here. He might be that guy tonight.
17-13 now. And there's another steal. And going up and blocked from behind and a foul. Yamari Wallace came from behind, but there's a foul. They're going to say he got him with the body.
Yeah, that's a tough play there. There might have been a kick ball here right in front of us. They may have gotten away with, and then that play's a tough one to call if you're a referee. That's why we're here and not out there on the court.
I almost had to channel my inner block by James Mike Breen call there.
Blocked by James.
But Keyshawn Mitchell will head to the line for 2 free throws. He hit his first 2 free throws in his earlier attempt in this quarter. It's probably a nice little spark from the bench as he hit his third one.
Again, someone's got to step up. It shows how deep this Merrillville team is. We talked about it in the pregame.
McKinney.
They got some guys that, again, if your number one's not producing at his typical level, you turn to someone else.
McKinney comes in for Clemens, and what about Jaden Williams? I mean, not just the scoring. I mean, 2 threes from the same spot that have put Merrillville back in this game. But the way he's been able to handle the basketball and create steals on defense as Mitchell hits the second one. 17-15 now. All of a sudden, it's a 9-0 run by the Pirates. With 27 seconds to go, East Chicago, they could hold for the last shot here.
I think I would. Again, kind of play at your pace, get that momentum, move it back on your side. Things are kind of, that pendulum's kind of switching towards the Pirates.
And this first quarter can be considered a win for Merrillville with no points and you're down by 2.
Because you know he'll get his probably. Presumably later in the game.
You know what's going to happen at some point this game. Rich now passes all the way across. High 3, no good. Murphy from behind can't get that one. Williams not in time. And that will conclude the first quarter. And wow, what a lot of action that was. It's 17-15. The Cardinals lead. Let's take a break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back here at the John A. Barato Center, East Chicago leads 17-15. It was a 17-6 lead. You know, right after they took Preston Saya out and they went on that run, you got to be impressed with the way Merrillville responded, because you had the Dominic Murphy dunk that just made this place go crazy. Him making a couple other shots. You also had Jameel Rich making a couple of shots. But Jaden Williams from Merrillville, he is the hero right now for keeping this only a 2-point game.
Hey, he's got poise, man. I watched a little bit of that Andrean game, the Battle of Broadway, and he stepped up big time. Again, as we mentioned, if your number one's not you, if you want to compete in a competitive conference like the DAC, or go to a hostile environment like the Barato Center and come out with the dub, you can't rely on one player. Although basketball may kind of be that exception to that, where you can rely on somebody to take over. If you want to go far when the tournament comes around and conference play comes around, you need somebody like Williams to step up and again, claw your way back into a game like this.
Merrillville will start with the basketball. Yeah, Jaden Williams, he's been the leading scorer for the Pirates. Murphy, the leading scorer for the Cardinals so far in that first quarter. Saya, he's 0 for 3 from 3. Murphy's guarding him. There's Williams now. Oh, man, he's quick with that basketball. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, 4 points so far. Hands it off inside, trying to finish at the rim, and bounces in.
Good touch.
Yeah, nice touch right there. That's Robert Kennedy on the finish.
Yeah, he's got good feet. Again, he's an athlete, man.
17-17 now. There's Murphy with the basketball, driving to his right. Spin move, turn around, jumper, mid-range, front iron, no good. Williams tried to go for the basketball, a collision, and they're going to say that's out of bounds on London Walker. Him and Williams looked like some, maybe, I don't know if they bumped heads or bumped knees, but there was a little bit of a hard collision right there. There's nothing called. Nevertheless, the Pirates with the basketball, chance to take the lead.
Yeah, that's two tough cats right there. It looks like Walker might have got scratched up there a little bit.
Walker is going to check out of the game, and that's going to allow number 35, Keonta Timms, to check in for the first time tonight.
And I'll tell you what, that Chesterton game when they played, Timms was a big piece off the bench.
Averaging 3.5 points per game this year. He's got a good size to him. Williams to his left. Now goes to Mitchell. Mitchell driving inside towards his right. Nice pass inside to Kennedy. Kennedy's fouled. They're going to say it's on the ground. Basket does not count. They'll pass it from the baseline. But you got to although they're not forcing plays for Saya, they're really finding the ability to get a guy like Kennedy inside.
Again, I'm liking the play of Joseph Watkins right now. Only the sophomore guard. He's penetrating a lot, getting a lot of eyes on him, and a great dump off pass there. But again, for a player like Saya, you're going to have to keep your eyes on him. You can't have everything derived towards penetration from somebody like Watkins, because he'll make you pay.
Mitchell, inside pass. There's Saya, and he gets started with the scoring right there. A floater, too, and the Merrillville Pirates with the lead once again.
Another great pass there by Watkins.
Yeah.
Good action there from the Pirates to get Saya kind of going.
And all you need to see is that ball go in the hoop, and then that should get you going.
Definitely. Gets the confidence up, and it gets the Pirate faithful kind of back in the game a little bit.
Yeah, Murphy double team there. Let's see how the Cardinals respond here now. They had 11-point lead. Now they're down by 2. Rich driving inside. Murphy now driving on that baseline, trying to finish at the rim. Can't. Rebound secured right there by Mitchell, and he's keeping his dribble. Good job by him. A lot of traffic going through there.
It's a tough shot for Murphy.
There's Saya. Pump fakes. Driving inside. Nice pass inside to Kennedy, but it's loose. Keontae Bell now with it. Bell dribbles it back out. Now to Murphy. Goes to his left. One-handed jumper. Way off, and Timms tries to save it, but it bounces out of bounds, and it'll go with the Merrillville Pirates. DeAndre Timms will check in for the first time tonight, and a timeout called by the East Chicago Central Cardinals. And we'll take a timeout right here as well, as Merrillville, they lead 19-17 here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Back here, 19-17, the Pirates lead. It's a doubleheader of game night in the region. Give you guys a little bit of an update. We have a tie game, 44-44 with a minute 16 in the fourth quarter between the Penn Kingsmen and the Chesterton Trojans. This should be a good one on hand as Penn, they have just actually taken the lead, but for East Chicago, it seems like ever since they had their largest lead of the game, they haven't scored. Their offense has stalled a little bit. What do you want to see from them to kind of get back in the scoring column and get the flow better?
Yeah, I think the last two possessions, those are two kind of uncharacteristic shots from Dominique Murphy. Again, pretty contested, kind of rushing. Again, there's no shot clock in high school basketball. You got to let the game come to you as a team. I think it starts with Dominique, but it's all a pace game. It's a game of runs. Merrillville's going to get their runs, but expect EC again. They're going to get that momentum back. And I think it starts with 23 and white.
Well, there's a quick foul right there by DeAndre Timms. And good to see London Walker check back in after that collision. He seems to be all right. That's the second team foul by the Cardinals early. Williams, the point guard. Saya now. Thought about a deep three, but a little bit of a pump fake. Picks up his dribble. Goes all the way across to Mitchell. Mitchell now a little bit of a zone by East Chicago. There's a three from the corner. No good. Rebound secured.
Going to be a lot of those long rebounds. A lot of shots outside, maybe hitting back rim. It's going to be, they call those good misses.
Jamil Rich now driving on that baseline towards the right side. Passes it out to Murphy. And there's a nice play from behind. Mitchell, are we going to be cleared for takeoff? And we are. Keyshawn Mitchell rattles the rim. 21-17, the Pirates lead, and they have all the momentum right now. Rich driving inside, mid-range two, contested. Oh, what a nice shot.
And Mitchell, great minutes off the bench, though, for him so far.
Absolutely. Keyshawn Mitchell, 6 points off the bench. Mitchell now with it, driving inside, finishes no good, but right there to put it back. Number 23, Robert Kennedy.
Again, they're going to crash the glass, and again, another play by Mitchell there. Again, he's super athletic, quick, twitchy.
Yeah, Bell loses that one. Stolen by Mitchell, driving down the court at the rim. Can't finish. There's Kennedy. Can't get the rebound, but Merrillville fighting for it. Murphy now with it. And here goes Murphy. Saya got the foul. They're going to get Saya with that one, and that's what he wanted. And Murphy, he was all gas, no brakes right there. Could have finished at the rim easily. Saya, he has some fouls to give, and I think he was gladly stopping that play. Let the defense set themselves up a little bit.
Yeah, that pace has picked up pretty quick. That's what a dunk does. We saw a dunk earlier from Dominique, and the pace, it seemed to pick up completely after that. Then what we just saw there, it's back up again. So, yeah, it's kind of nice, a breath of fresh air here to kind of slow things down, and again, get in your proper set and get a bucket here.
Mitchell and Saya check out of the game. There's Murphy inside, double teamed right now, trying to finish at the rim. Can't do so. Good defense by the Pirates. Rich pump fakes it in that corner. Kind of a little bit of a trap. Walker now goes to his left. Mid-range two, contested, no good. Clemens on the rebound and a foul by Walker. That's going to be the third team foul by the Cardinals. And give credit to the Pirates. They have made shots tough for Murphy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a clean shot for him, not in transition.
Yeah, he's kind of playing a little bit more sped up right now, I think. Again, after that long run from Merrillville, now they're back in the lead. I think he's starting to kind of rush shots a little bit more than he typically does.
There's a three from the corner right away. A swoosh! Double, or I should say number 0, Aiden DeLosa, averaging 7 points a game, a 40% three-point shooter, 26-19.
A little bit of rainbow shot there. He had to shoot that over at 6'5", Dominic Murphy.
Someone say Ben Gordon. And the Merrillville faithful getting behind their team now. Murphy all the way across. Walker travels. And how about these Pirates?
Right next to us, man. They traveled well.
They did. It's a 20-2 run by Merrillville right now.
And again, this gym is loud no matter who you're rooting for. And again, if you're East Chicago, although you're at home, you can't let these Merrillville fans get into it.
Yeah, we've seen East Chicago be road dogs. Let's see if the Pirates can do that now. Williams, Shamar Matthews now with it. Matthews, crossover, hands it off to Clemens. Clemens, nice pass to Matthews. Inside pass to Kennedy, but stolen right there by Keontae Bell. Bell now, Murphy wasn't looking, but still able to secure the basketball. Double team, pass inside. There's Timms, short on the shot.
it looks like Merrillville's trying to start make someone else beat them.
Rainbow three, no good. Diosa tried to get that one going. Keontae Bell now with it. Drives to his left. Tough take to the rim. Foul on the ground. That will be the second team foul by the Pirates here tonight with 3:24 in the second period. Keyshawn Mitchell set to check back in for the Pirates.
Great game so far.
Absolutely. The pace is amazing. You feel like you're watching an NBA game, honestly, with how fast this game has gone.
And there's at least some defense being played.
Absolutely.
Again, both these teams pride themselves on defense, and of course they have. I mean, I think it goes to the coaching staff, energetic coaching staff that, again, they give you that extra juice that you need, whether you're playing at home or away.
London Walker will check back in for DeAndre Timms. For East Chicago, I'd like to see Amari Wallace get going a little bit. Averages about 10 points a game. We haven't really said his name much, especially in the second quarter.
Jameel Rich has been a little bit quiet, too. Yeah. Again, he's got the ball here, but...
Well, there's Wallace. Kicks it to the corner.
They're keying in on Murphy, and again, this second quarter's not been too kind to him.
Inside to Murphy, spin move off the glass, and an easy finish for the star junior. 26-21 now.
That was a good jinx there. Good announcer jinx. He heard me.
Yeah, Clemens stole in, but it goes out of bounds on Keontae Bell. It'll stay with the Pirates. But yeah, Murphy, I mean, he's able to create open shots for himself.
You have to. Again, it's instant offense. Again, if things aren't going right, it's nice to have one of those players.
There's Jaden Williams. Can't hit that one. He has 2 or 2 from three-pointers before that one, so 2 or 3 now. 26-21, 2:45 and counting. Bell now inside to Murphy, and there's a foul on the ground by Sean Clemens, and then Preston Saya will check back into the game, as well as Keontae McKinney.
Again, Merrillville, they're lengthy. Again,
yeah,
it's of course even Saya's maybe not the prototypical big man, but he's 6'7".
Well, that's the thing. Saya's not a big man.
Again,
they don't play him as your big man. They play him as a shooting guard.
You got McKinney coming in at 6'5".
Yeah, nice. Tip out of bounds right there by Shamar Matthews. They're all over the place, and both of these teams. It seems like they know where that basketball is going.
Definitely, an energetic bunch.
Yeah.
Again, getting a steal, making a play on defense, that could lead to some easy offense.
Yeah.
Good D leads to easy O, they say. So, it's super fun to see. Of course, we talk about offense and how sexy that stat is. Points scored and all that, but seeing good defense, it may be more preferable for a lot of people.
They're going to get Keyshawn Mitchell here on the foul. They're trying to pass it out to Dominique Murphy. And I guess he grabbed the jersey a little bit. That's the 14th foul by the Pirates. So a tough break right there with 2:42 to go.
And then EC's shooting free throws along
next foul.
Rest of the half.
Inside to Murphy, but right from behind, there's Mitchell, tips it out of bounds. And this type of defense also wears out a guy like Murphy.
Again, you have to kind of live. Yeah, he's going to get his, but if you make him tough, if you send a couple guys at him, try and make a tough shot or just shoot. Work to get the ball in his hands, it's going to wear and tear on him, and he barely comes out of the game from what I've noticed.
Wallace now up top of the key. Dribbles it near that Cardinal logo with his left hand. Now back to his right, now goes to his left, driving inside, foul on the ground. And that is going to result in now free throws. So for the next 2:32, East Chicago head to the line every time they're fouled. That's on Keontae McKinney.
And EC's got to take advantage of that. That was nice there by Wallace. Again, he's got some 6'6" frame at the guard position. He kind of offers that mismatch there. But EC, again, they gotta knock these down, kind of take advantage of being in the bonus with the charity stripe.
So Amari Wallace has been quiet in today's game. He did have a couple of points in the first quarter, but since then just hasn't really found much. And this first free throw rattles it. So just to update our viewers, we're final at Chesterton. Penn wins 54-44 over Chesterton.
10-0 run to end the game.
Good run by the Kingsmen. Obviously, they had one of the best players in the state of Indiana last year, as Wallace's second free throw is good. Marcus Burton, one of the top leading scorers in high school basketball in the state of Indiana. Also your starting point guard for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 2
great basketball games on Region Sports Network.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it wouldn't be anywhere else. We know how to pick them here. You know how it is.
Better couldn't be. I couldn't say it better myself. Driving inside, Mitchell. They're going to get a charge, and that's Dominique Murphy right there.
It's tough to find star players that'll take charges like that. And just standing there, and again, those aren't easy. Those aren't easy to take. Those hurt a little bit. And again, it's tough to find star players like him to lay his body, I should say, on the line for that.
That's on Keyshawn Mitchell. That's his second foul. Aiden DeLosa, who's hit a 3, checks in for Keyshawn Mitchell. Preston Saya still with only 2 points. Jameel Rich Jr. with the basketball. Rich Jr. on that Cardinal logo, now moving to the left. Directing traffic out there. Goes to Murphy up top. Back to Rich. Rich driving to his right, steps back. Good defense right there. Shamar Matthews on him.
Merrillville, they're trying to have somebody front Murphy and somebody, of course, stay behind him.
Yeah. There's Walker. And knocks it down.
Big
we are
shot.
tied at 26. London Walker, the senior guard.
A big shot. East Chicago, again, moving the ball around, trying to find that right shot. Again, they don't have to force it into Murphy.
Almost a steal right there. Shamar Matthews driving inside, but he's tripped. Looked like Jameel Rich Jr. was accidental going for the basketball. That's the 14th foul by East Chicago. So the next team foul result in free throws for Merrillville. That's his second personal foul.
That could have been a big swing there. EC had a layup on the other end for sure.
Sean Clemens will check in for the Pirates. And Lamar Smith will check in for the Cardinals. So for Merrillville, Shamar Matthews checks out. And for the Cardinals, Jameel Rich Jr. checks out. Saya hasn't shot a 3-pointer since those first 3 missed ones in the first quarter. There he is. Deep 3 from the wing. And that's what he does. Preston Saya, 52% from the 3-point line. Knocks down his first trade, 29-26.
Water right there. They're looking for him again. It's going to come, and there's no better time to have that shot go in.
And that 3 no good from the corner of Timms. Williams now with it. Moving quickly down the court. Saya again, pump fakes it. Driving inside. Euro step. Oh, what a finish. Preston Saya.
Hello.
He don't want you to think he can only shoot 3-pointers. He says, I can finish at the rim. Foul on Keontae McKinney. That will send Murphy to the line for 2 shots. But that's what a 3-pointer does for Preston Saya. You have to press him at the line. He drives right past you and wiggles his way with some nice dance moves and able to finish at the rim.
You got to, if you're a pure shooter, a respectable shooter like you were saying, like Saya is, you got to be able to put it on the floor, make a couple moves, do a couple dance moves, and use whatever hand you can to throw it in the basket. And again, you see, he kind of has a splint on his left hand, but I don't think that matters for him.
No.
He'll use whatever he can. He's smooth, man.
Murphy misses the first free throw. Robert Kennedy will check in aside of Jameel Rich Jr. But those are the plays that really build momentum. You know, it doesn't need to be a dunk. It doesn't need to be a deep 3-pointer. A play like that, man, weaving your way, Euro step and spin move, reverse layups. That's, those get people, that gets their attention. That gets the awes in the crowd.
For sure. And
as Murphy hits the second one.
And I mean, looking at the time, more than a minute to go in the half, this is a big momentum point here. You want to go into halftime with the locker room juiced up. There's no better time to have that play.
Driving inside, Kennedy can't finish, gets his own rebound, dives to the ground. And did we get a timeout or a foul? It looks like we got a timeout. I believe, yes, we did. We did get a timeout here. 31-27 will stay right here with 55 seconds to go. A big thank you to Strack and Van Til, our friends, for being our hometown scoreboard throughout the year, whether it's here basketball or wrestling or baseball, softball, or football. A big thank you to them as our hometown scoreboard, of course, courtesy of our friends from Strack and Van Til. It's your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Shop online for delivery or curbside pickup, strackandvantil.com. Make sure you stay tuned after the game. We'll name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game, our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game, and our Proud Union Home Play of the game presented by IKORCC. A couple of those have already happened here today. And the Suns would have only been the first half. 31-27, 55 seconds to go. It's been a tale of 2 quarters. First quarter was all EC. Second quarter, it's been all Pirates, even though they're only up by 4. You remember, they were down by 11 at one point in that first quarter.
Game of runs, man.
Yeah.
That's it, hills and valleys. Again, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse and keep saying it's a momentum game, but it is, man, especially with these teams. Again, they pride themselves on defense, making a play, switching the ball around. It's all pendulum. And
looks like we have a situation going on near the bench of East Chicago. I don't know if maybe London Walker is getting checked on right now. Unsure if there's blood or anything, but seems to be all right now. But for the past 10-15 seconds, they were kind of looking at him with a team doctor and the official and coach. So he looks to be all right, though.
Yeah, that's good. That was not a great collision over there on the other side of the court in the first quarter. And
now they're discussing here. I don't know what's going on. London Walker is kind of talking to the officials. It was a timeout called by Merrillville.
Looks like they're going to let him play on there.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they thought they should pass the ball out where the cheerleaders are. Because that's where the ball was.
I think they're still talking about Walker.
Oh, there's Sayoff, deep three. Off the back iron, no good. Jameel Rich rips down that rebound. Double teamed a little bit by the Pirates. Keontae Bell kicks it to Walker in the corner and rattles in. London Walker knocks down his second three of the night. 31-30 now the Pirates lead.
Great from East Chicago. Swung the ball around. A couple swing passes. Find the open shot.
Williams, oh, what a pass inside. And Keontae McKinney with the finish.
Dropping dimes out here, man.
Oh, absolutely.
He ran back down the court. He was staring at his hands. He couldn't believe what he just did.
With all the amount of times we've seen dimes today, you'd be rich by the end of this game, Mike.
You're right, man. You're right. I like Jaden Williams. He's playing really well.
We got 10 seconds left to go. Jameel Rich now Murphy. Murphy, wing, three, no good. Keontae Bell with the rebound, and they're going to get a foul with 3.9 seconds to go. They're going to tag Aiden DeLosa with that, so that's going to send Bell to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's tough. Bang, bang play right there.
Yeah.
It's just whoever really kind of grabs the ball there.
You're just fighting for a rebound.
You know, it's the way things go, and again, that's a big foul at you with 4 seconds left in the half here.
Our largest lead has been East Chicago by 11. As that first free throw, too much on it by Bell. Now for Merrillville, if you want to look at the bright side, missed one free throw. You're going to get a chance here with 3.9 to have a little bit of a heave. Mm-hmm. We saw a nice little 3-4 shot the other night from Indrain and Jimmy Finley. So
that was crazy.
With our luck, you and I were both at that game, so who knows? Second free throw, no good. Rebound back to Murphy. He's fouled. Basket no good, but he's able to create another possession for the Cardinals, and now your best scorer will head to the line for 2 shots.
That's a tough break for Merrillville. Again, when you kind of have that size that we're talking about for the Pirates, you got to grab that rebound and go to half of the 3-point lead. But now you send one of the best players in the area at the free throw line with 2 seconds to go.
That's Keontae McKinney's third foul.
That also hurts.
Murphy knocks down the first one, 33-31 now. Murphy, he's been the lead scorer for the Cardinals here in the first half. For the Pirates, it's been a plethora of guys. You got Jaden Williams, you have Keyshawn Mitchell, you have Robert Kennedy, Keontae McKinney, and, of course, Preston Saya. Mm-hmm. So 2 seconds ago, Williams driving towards its ref, and nothing there. Then he tried to draw a foul on that far sideline. Nevertheless, that's going to do it for what was one exciting first half here at the John A. Barato Center. The Pirates lead 33-32. We'll be back for a little bit of a halftime show here at East Chicago, which you're watching is on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
It's halftime here at the John A. Barato Center. The Pirates lead 33-32. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jack Hill. Alongside me, Mike Golan, Zach Miller producing, and Milton Johnson on camera. Well, if you missed that first half, that was a lot of fun. You want to talk about fast-paced action? That's what the first half was, but it was really fun to watch. Let's start with EC. Largest lead was 11 points. They're up 17-6. Now they trail by 1 point. What are you saying in that locker room? What adjustments are you making?
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the early game success. How did we get here, and what happened in that span when Merrillville came back? Again, from what we saw, EC, they really had the pace up. They kind of played at their own pace, let the game kind of come to them. And again, Dominique Murphy had some great shots, kind of got in his zone. Then once kind of Merrillville started coming back, the offense was kind of, again, all over the place. They were making Murphy kind of work hard to get shots, and if he had any, they were tough to begin with.
Now it seems every time Murphy touches the ball, he's going to be double teamed, especially past that free throw line. If you're Murphy, how do you make sure to be aware of your surroundings, but also have that ability to still finish at the rim?
Yeah, I mean, he's a gamer. Again, he produced very well in his sophomore season last go around. I believe this East Chicago team, again, they play together a lot. These guys have beaten some very solid teams that they know who to rely on and where everyone's going to be at a given time. And again, Murphy maybe have to look to kick out to get, you know, shooters like Rich and Walker and again, guys to step up and again to kind of take the load off of Murphy. What, you know, Merrillville is obviously deriving so much attention toward.
For Merrillville, it's been a funky first half for them just because obviously Saya has not had the start he's wanted to. He's 1 of 4 from the three-point line, a couple of baskets. They were down by 11 like we just said, but here they are, up by 1. It has been the definition of a team performance in that first half.
Again, I think it's where you want to be if you're Merrillville. You alluded to it earlier. It's after a not so great start in a game that you're probably expected to at least start off the game hot. They've battled their way back to a 1-point halftime lead. And again, with your number one guy not having maybe the half he typically would, I think you're in the driver's seat for Merrillville. And again, you got to kind of ride that momentum that you guys kind of gained at the end of the half and use it to your advantage.
You got to be impressed with Jaden Williams. So he had,
completely.
I mean, you want to talk about a player stepping up when the lights are bright. Jaden Williams, he's doing it all. The offense, he had those 2 huge threes, which helped that comeback. He's played great defensively, and he's been a huge ball handler, especially with how fast the game has gone.
Definitely.
The pace it's at, you need a pure ball handler, and Jaden Williams has done it all in that first half.
You need a floor general, both of these teams, like you were saying. You need somebody to turn to that will not speed up the game to the opponent's level, that will take care of the ball, and will not allow for unforced errors. And both these teams have a guy. But, I mean, again, as we mentioned, we talk about, you know, the play leading into this game of Dominique Murphy and Preston Saya. But, again, you need to have a number 2 option to, again, when these players aren't producing, or if these teams are keying on these guys, defending them very well, you need somebody else to turn to give you some production in lack of that number 1. And I think both these teams are going to have to maybe rely on their number 2 option, and Jade Williams is definitely a name to look out for the Pirates.
It's a 1-point game, and we have one more half of some fun basketball. We'll take a minute break and be right back for that second half here at the John A. Barrato Center on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Back here at the John A. Barrato Center as Eye of the Tiger roars throughout the system here.
I can't wait for this one, man. I feel like
we got one more half left to go here.
I know, man. I know.
Although it's been a game of runs, here we are, 1-point game. East Chicago is going to start this half with the basketball.
And I'd say these first 6 points are huge. Again. We'll see what team comes out energized after the break. Again,
I want to see who steps up here for EC other than Murphy.
That too.
You know, I think Yamari Wallace needs to really get something going, as well as Jamil Rich. You know, those guys complement Murphy's game really well. As Murphy drives inside off the back iron, no good. Wallace on the rebound, fouled. Count it. There he is, Yamari Wallace.
He's been playing well. He's had a good game again. 6'6". He's kind of serving as their big man alongside Dominic Murphy. He crashes the boards hard, and obviously that's a tough finish there.
And they just complement Murphy's game so well. Wallace, like we just saw, has that ability to create extra possessions, offensive rebounds, finish at the rim. A guy like Jameel Rich, he's the general, the ball handler.
Definitely.
Gets guys like Murphy open with his passing skills. So we're tied, I should say, 35-33 now.
Yeah, and ever since that first quarter, Merrillville's played very well on Dominic Murphy. It's
Williams
just the other
driving
guys.
inside. What a acrobatic finish right there. The 5'8" guard challenging the 6'6" forward.
A little bit of English on that one.
Oh, absolutely. Now we're tied at 35. Jameel Rich passes out. There's Murphy's mid-range two. Raindrop, drop top right there, 37-35.
Butter. No, that's a spot right there.
And there's a carry right there by Williams.
As much as they say the mid-range is dead, hey, if they say it's a bad shot, it's not a bad shot if you make it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It is.
If you make the shot, it doesn't matter where it's from.
It's points.
It's points. Two is better than nothing.
There you go.
And that's his money spot right there. You got to deny him the ball.
Murphy driving inside, spin move, turn around, mid-range jumper. Rattles in. Take it easy on them, Murphy. What a play that was.
That's as much as you want to shoot threes. You do not want them kind of inside that arc, just right beyond that.
That's skill right there. 39-35. East Chicago with the lead already.
It's next level, man.
Kennedy driving inside, double team. Has to take a step back. Too hard on that one. Wallace with the rebound. Here comes Jameel Rich Jr. Driving inside to his right. Nice poke from behind by Williams. It's out of bounds on him. It'll stay with East Chicago. Keyshawn Mitchell checks back in, and I expected him to get more minutes in the second half. He played really well in that first half.
Definitely the big spark off the bench. He's a facilitator. Again, he's going to find somebody open. He's going to give somebody some easy looks, and a lot of eyes are going to be directed towards him, opening up lanes for those shooters.
Keontae Bell now driving inside. Wallace can't finish at the rim. Just rolls right off. Here comes Williams. Gives it to his big man. That floater too much. Sayoc can't tip it back in. And Marquise Winters was able to grab that rebound. Wallace now with it. Moves. Nice one right there. That mid-range no good. Murphy tried to go for the rebound, but it's secured right there by McKinney. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy, Euro, step. Can't finish with that one. Now here comes Keontae Bell. Behind the back. Gives it to Wallace. Wallace on the baseline. Nice pass inside. And a foul. Marquise Winters will head to the line for 2 shots.
A lot of pretty close shots from Merrillville. Again, they're getting kind of the looks they want. Again, they're not wide open. There's a little bit of contest there, but they're just not falling.
So the Cardinals, they were trailing by 1 at half. Now they lead by 4 with 6:02. That's the second team foul by the Merrillville Pirates. The Cardinals have been in the bonus each of the first 2 quarters in this game. Marquise Winters averaging 6 points a game. Hits the first free throw, the 6'4" senior. Couple of substitutions, Shamar Matthews and Sean Clemens will check in for Keontae McKinney and Robert Kennedy. In fact, that was Keontae McKinney's 4th foul.
Yeah, they're kind of have to go a little bit of a smaller lineup here. Again, even though he's the tallest player on their team, Say is kind of the definite big guy here now.
Wallace, or I should say Winters, hits both of those free throws, 41-35 now. Williams off the screen. Driving inside, kicks it out. There's another drive inside. Nice pass inside to Clemens. Can't finish, but a block from behind by Dominic Murphy. It'll stay with the Pirates on the baseline. Saya has not attempted a shot yet here in this 3rd quarter. Kind of where you see a play made for him right here.
I think so. Look at that, they're trying to get him open.
Yeah, inside. Oh, wow, he fell asleep and a good finish. That's Keyshawn Mitchell right there on the finish.
Again, that's what you want to see if you're Bo Patton. You want to see somebody step up, give you some great minutes off the bench. The senior shooting guard, he's doing what he can for the Pirates right now. He's really helping them out.
Saya on Murphy. Murphy now spin move, driving inside and finishes at the rim.
It's really tough to believe he's a junior.
I mean, I don't know what you can say if you want to stop him. If you can, you have to contain him. Williams driving inside, can't finish, but from the behind and the putback for Shamar Matthews.
Again, great penetration there by Williams. Again, just basically leading up for an open layup for him there, for Matthews.
43-39 now with about 5 minutes in counting. Murphy now with it, passes it to Winters, and he can't finish short on the finish, gets his own rebound, misses it, gets another rebound and puts it back in.
Third time's a charm.
Marquise Winters keeping the effort down low. 45-39 now, Jaden Williams off the screen. Clemens deep three from the wing, can't hit that one. Offensive rebound, there's Mitchell. Tried to pass that one, but a steal by Wallace. Wallace to Bell. Bell driving inside and lays it in. A nice finish right there for Keontae Bell. And a timeout for the Pirates. They trail by 8. 47-39, 4:28 to go. We'll take a break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, this is Tim down at Tire Pros and Auto Superstore, 5200 Cleveland in Merrillville. 219-887-3333 is our phone number. We've been serving the region and building relationships with our valued customers for the past 23 years. We have a wide variety of services, quality tires with the best warranty in the nation, and some of the most skilled mechanics I've ever worked with. Let us exceed your expectations. We're setting a new standard. Come on down, ask for Mike or Tim. We'll take excellent care of you. Thank you.
Eight-point lead for the Cardinals. They enter this half trailing by 1. And you talked about the first couple of minutes are really important. And it's been all East Chicago this quarter.
Again, very similar to what we saw in the first half. Now we're going to look at the now. Who is going to score? Again, game of runs. Do they keep this up or does Merrillville call back? It's very similar to what we saw earlier in the game. How does EC do things differently here defensively?
Not a shot attempt yet for Preston Saya.
A little surprising.
Really hasn't touched the ball much either.
They're denying him pretty well. I'd like to see him get a touch here at least, try and make something happen. But
Shamar Matthews now loses it, gets it back. Mitchell finishes at the rim and the foul. Keyshawn Mitchell, a spark plug off the bench, trying to complete the three-point play right here.
Yeah, he's making his minutes count. It's a superhero-like performance, as we'd say. It's it's just what you want to see as a coach. Again, somebody step up from your bench. Of course, a senior leader. He's really providing just starter-like minutes here.
Mitchell knocks down the free throw and completes the full old-fashioned three-point play. London Walker will check in for Marquise Winters.
Big possession here for EC.
Absolutely.
Again, as we alluded to. What are they going to do next? What can you do for me now?
They got a little bit of press, and just like that, a turnover and an errant pass on Yamari Wallace. He was trying to find Keontae Bell. Also give credit to Sean Clemens on the defense. And a three-pointer right here by the Pirates would just flip things.
Even a two.
There's Clemens, pump fakes it, drives to his left, goes outside. Shamar Matthews takes it back out.
Yeah, no need to rush.
Williams. Oh, there's a three by Clemens.
You called that too.
Wet like water.
You called that too. You were looking for a three there.
47-45, and just like that, it's a two-point game out of that timeout. A 6-0 run.
It's a great timeout by Coach Pat.
Inside to Murphy. He's got the lane, and he's got the bucket. 49-45 now. Williams going inside, and another finish at the rim for Keyshawn Mitchell.
Tough finish.
Yeah, that was on Dominic Murphy as well.
That is not an easy frame to go up and finish.
And a carry by Murphy.
It's just a little bit of carelessness there.
Yeah, I was going to say a careless turnover by your best player. Merrillville a chance to tie the game or take the lead as Maurice Winters, and for the first time tonight, Dominic Murphy is out of the game. I'll see how East Chicago Central looks, but maybe this is Merrillville's chance of going a little bit of a run like they did in that first half.
Wouldn't hurt. Would not hurt. Again, that's kind of their big dude that they, of course, in production-wise and size-wise a little bit here.
A little bit of a zone right now by the Cardinals.
I like it.
Clemens trying to find some room. A deep three. No good. Too much on that one. Almost a steal right there. They're going to get Shamar Matthews on the foul from behind.
Oh, well, looks like got a water break, and then
just a little bit of water break. Maybe this is something we see with East Chicago is, the preserve his stamina is maybe he doesn't play on defense as much, but keep him out there for the offensive possessions.
Yeah, it's
That's something you do see more in today's
A little
game.
bit, again, especially a team like this that prides himself on defense. Again, they want to speed you up, and Murphy, he's so important to this team's offense. He's a gifted scorer, and again, he's got to work already hard to score.
Well, there's Murphy now with it. Passes it all the way across. Nice pass. London Walker can't finish it. Williams with the rebound. Pushing the tempo to score. Nice pass. And a finish at the rim. Shamar Matthews ties it up 49 apiece. And just like that, it's a Merrillville run. That's got them back in the game.
Good pass by Williams to push the floor. Again, keep that momentum on their side. This Merrillville faithful right next to us, man. They're loud, baby. They're loud.
That was a tough pass. Wallace in the travel. Out of the last 3 possessions we've seen from East Chicago, it's been a carry and a travel.
So, again, I think that was a great timeout by Coach Pat. And I may be expecting one here from East Chicago pretty soon.
The thing is, with East Chicago, now you have had a leads with 11 and 8, and they have both been blown. And a timeout called by Merrillville. You're right about timeout, but not right about who was called by. 49-49, we're tied with 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. # Remember the Region.
49-49, we're knotted away here in the third quarter with 2:30 to go. No matter what happens tonight's game, the one thing I will leave with the Merrillville Pirates is they are a resilient group.
Yeah.
To be down by 11 and 8 on the road and come back from both of those deficits, that's going to prepare you for the DAC.
Definitely, yeah. And that conference is it's pretty stacked from what we're seeing so
absolutely.
far. Again,
I mean, you got Chesterton, the 2 All-State juniors, and Parrish and Sims. Lake Central is undefeated. You even have some LC kids in attendance today.
Yep,
from the basketball team. Crown Point looks good. Velpo, Smiley, he's one of the better players in the area as well. Him and Murphy are both 3-stars in the class of 2025, actually.
Yeah, again, as important basketball is in the state of Indiana, we still have plenty of talent up here.
And don't forget about Portage. They're another good team as well. They're always sneaky. And Merrillville and Michigan City.
Yeah,
we can go back and forth.
Man, it's loaded, and this is a fantastic test for Merrillville, and they're showing us a lot. Again, they haven't played in 10 days. That's not easy to do, and to match up with East Chicago at the Barado Center, that's even less easy to do.
Well, a DAC opponent that already has come to the Barado Center and failed, and now it's Michigan City. There's Clemens, corner 3, no good. Wallace losing his footing and stays in bounds. Close one right there. Williams pokes it from behind, but they're going to get him with a reach. A lot of people wanted to travel or him that stepped out of bounds, but didn't get any of those calls. That's a 14 foul by Merrillville.
That's a big swing there.
So one more foul, and EC for the third straight quarter will be in the bonus.
Can't give up 3 points. It's a big swing there.
But it is Williams' first foul.
Can't take him home with you. You got 4 more. A big possession here, I think, for both sides.
Murphy now double teamed, and a pass right off the knee of Saya. So stay with the Cardinals, but every time Murphy gets that basketball under the free throw line, he's instantly double teamed.
Again, that's a sweet spot. Again, you talk about the big guys in foul trouble. We have, again,
looks like
Keyshawn Mitchell's on him. I mean, 6'3", but I don't know if the heights are right.
Well,
you kind of look at Dominic Murphy. He's kind of...
It's been a battle down low between those two. The official just had to tell them to kind of relax and take it easy.
Again, Mitchell, you got to make him work. You got to kind of tick him off a little bit.
Absolutely.
Again.
Bell driving inside, mid-range 2. Actually, Camille Rich Jr. knocks it down, 51-49 now.
It's nice to see him get going.
Yeah. Saya deep. 3 and no good. Way too deep for that shot.
Oh, from Whiting, I think.
Oh, boy. And driving inside is Wallace, coast to coast. 53-49, although Saya can hit those shots maybe a little too far.
Yeah, don't know how I feel about that one this late. I don't know.
Clemens to the corner. That's Matthews. can't respond. Wallace rebounded, passes it to Bell. Bell now, driving to his left. Mid-range floater, rattles in.
Here comes the pace a little bit.
55-49 now with 1:15. Williams driving to his right.
Now we're moving.
Dribbles it back out. Bo Patton will want his team to move around. Williams driving inside. He's fouled. Basket does not go in. They'll get, looks like Jameel Rich Jr. on the foul. Williams will head to the line for 2 shots.
It's a mean crossover, man. I almost broke my ankles over here.
And that's what you got to give credit to EC and Saya. He's having to shoot those deep shots because he's not getting anything open near the three-point line.
If you're Saya, again, you can't really settle.
Yeah.
It's a volleyball, again, I believe he could probably make that shot.
Hey, do you know the saying, shoot or shoot?
That's for sure, but maybe a click in, one or two.
Williams hits the first one. Aiden DeLoso will check in for Shamar Matthews, and DeAndre Timms will check in for Jameel Rich Jr. That was Jameel Rich Jr.'s 3rd foul as well.
Yeah, a couple guys in foul trouble here. Again, some notable pieces that could really shift this 4th quarter.
Well, that's what happens when you play fast pace. It's, more fouls, more aggressiveness, and Williams hits both free throws from the charity stripe. 55-51 now with a minute and counting left in this 3rd quarter. It's been an exciting game here at the John A. Barato Center.
We got Wallace bringing the ball up 6'6". It's a big guard.
Oh, Wallace tried to go behind the back. Yeah, he's having a little bit of some issues dribbling the ball there. Maybe getting a little too cute. Inside and loses it out of bounds. Deonta Timms cannot handle that one, so a costly turnover. Merrillville with the basketball now. A little bit of press here. Nobody helping out Williams, but he's able to get the basketball anyways. See if they hold for the last shot here. But if you're Merrillville, you got to stay aggressive.
Yeah. Maybe kind of a 2-for-1 here. Again, no shot clock, but.
Yeah. Williams driving inside.
See if we can get a good look here pretty
Gliding
quickly.
through the court. Deep 3. DeLosa. Too much on that one. Murphy now with it. 30 seconds to go. Long pass. Oh, another nice pass. Timms can't finish at the rim. Clemens with the rebound and a foul from behind on Keontae Bell. With 24.3, that'll be the 3rd team foul. Some nice passing right there by the Cardinals. Just couldn't finish at the rim.
Yeah, a couple dimes, but not an ideal finish. Not a terrible foul there. Again, with how the pace is going, it definitely slows the game down. Yeah. It's and again, it may settle Merrillville for one more shot here.
Winters checks back in for the Cardinals. 24 seconds to go. Williams goes to Clemens. Clemens to the corner. Mitchell goes to Williams. Williams driving inside. It doesn't matter. Jaden Williams.
He's tough, man.
5'8". Who cares? 4 seconds now. Got to find a shot here. Wallace throws it up and knocks it down. Yamari Wallace throwing it up before the buzzer and extends the lead to 5 as we end the 3rd quarter here at East Chicago. And what should be one exciting finish to this one here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
TransAudio mobile music helps you celebrate. Our pro DJ is playing an entertaining mix of music for wedding receptions, wedding ceremonies, anniversary, birthdays, and corporate parties. We use pro gear like Bose, Chauvet lights and atmospherics, and Shure microphones. We introduced the Giphy Busy Booth, the most fun and brandable photo booth in the region. Book us at trans-audio.com. Trans-audio.com. Highly rated at Wedding Pro and by thousands of customers. Now celebrating 40 years.
58-53, 8 minutes to decide this one. Yamari Wallace, big time 3 there to end that quarter.
Huge. Big momentum shift to the biggest quarter of the game. Again, they needed that one, big time.
So Merrillville will start the quarter with the basketball. And how about Jaden Williams, 5'8" guard. It don't matter what his height is, that kid can finish at the rim.
He's impressed me a lot. He's really turning into kind of that number 1 option for the Pirates. Again, expect him maybe to keep driving, keep trying to get some tough finishes, but a lot of eyeballs are going to be on him. Merrillville's got some shooters, and again, if they need a quick bucket for 3, we could see Williams kind of facilitate, kick it out, and hit one of those shooters.
I was going to say, if Sayad's going to heat up, it has to be this quarter.
Yeah.
Or that's it.
It's been a quiet night for him so far,
yeah.
And they're making him work.
Only 1 3 made for him. There's Mitchell for 3. Some wind in the in the basketball.
It's a little drifty.
Jameel Rich driving inside now and fouled. Not sure if it's going to be on the ground or if it's going to be a basket. Nope, yep, they're going to give him 2 shots on that one. Didn't know if it was going to be a pass or a shot, but it will be a shooting foul. Jameel Rich Jr. heads to the line for 2 shots. That's going to be on Aiden DeLosa, his 3rd foul.
Got very good guard play, I think, this game, and Rich is also solid. A little bit of a quieter night to his standards, but he's a guy that could kind of take the load off of Dominique Murphy.
Yep.
Again, giving him a little bit of break on offense. That doesn't hurt because the Merrillville, again, they're making him work all night for any type of action.
Rich Jr. hits the first free throw, 59-53 now. Yeah, they've done a really good job forcing fouls. They've been in the bonus all 3 quarters.
And then free throws, man, if you make them count, points are points.
Yeah.
They sway games, and again, we were kind of expecting a lot of fouls to be called, and free throw teams, man.
Williams falls to the ground, no foul called. Keontae Bell now with it, driving inside off the glass and able to finish. 62-53 now.
Tough finish, almost his shoulder was kind of facing the backboard, and he just threw it up there. And big play
Williams,
up by 9 now.
Saya driving inside, mid-range 2. Can't get that one to go. Murphy rips away that rebound. Murphy's been a little quiet in that second half. Step up, mid-range 2. Oh, come on now, Dominique Murphy.
It's just auto, as they say, man. That mid-range specialist. If I can give him a badge, shout out 2K.
Just like that.
That's a badge for him.
It's an 11-point lead. There he is. And knocks it down. Saya, 64-56, and that's what they need.
Not a bigger time for a player like that to step up.
Yeah. Jameel Rich driving inside, kicks it out. Bell now driving inside himself. Tipped pass out of bounds. Mitchell can't save it. It will stay with East Chicago. Looks like we'll get Gregory Williams checking in for East Chicago. He'll come in for Marquise Winters. But a big-time response there for Merrillville. I think a lot of times when they need those responses, they get those 3-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen teams kind of get out to leads, but these teams don't go away from each other.
Yeah.
Whether it's East Chicago or Merrillville, they're going to fight to the final whistle.
Wallace, now to Murphy. Dominique Murphy now driving to his left. Forced to pass it up top to Wallace. Wallace spin move, drives to his right, kicks it out. Keontae Bell behind the back and loses it. Sean Clemens retrieves it. Preston Saya now with it. Saya, he's driving inside, kicks it out. Williams for 3, no good. Murphy with the rebound. A long pass to Keontae Bell. Bell now back to Jameel Rich Jr. Jameel Rich Jr. inside. That one blocked. No, they're going to get Williams with the foul right there. That was a 6'7" junior, Gregory Williams on the shot. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Way to move the ball around. Of course, you want to kind of push the pace, but you got to look for a great shot. Merrillville did a good job of getting back on defense, but East Chicago swung the ball around and eventually found it, dumped it down to Williams.
Williams, his first free throw. Able to knock it down. Shamar Matthews will check in for Saya. Crucial part in the game.
A little bit, 6 minutes to go. I don't expect this break to be long. Catch your breath. Get on back out there.
Second free throw, Williams in and out. Rebound secured by Mitchell. Mitchell pushing the tempo up the court. Gives it to DeLosa. He's hit 1-3 already. Can't get that one to go down. Rebound secured by Shamar Matthews. Hands it off to Williams. Passes on the baseline. Mitchell with the finish. Sean Mitchell.
Went up strong on that one.
Wow.
Great rebound there. Again, to keep the ball in the zone. Great pass there by Jaden Williams. And that's a big hoop in the arm right there.
Keontae Bell will check in the game for London Walker. You want to talk about a 6-man. Keyshawn Mitchell.
That might be putting it lightly, man.
I know.
He's really impressed us tonight. Again, a superhero-like performance, we say.
Absolutely. Or a blue-collar performance.
Yeah, maybe both.
Yeah, well,
he's deserving them.
Stay tuned after the game. We'll name notes. Mitchell misses a rebound by Matthews. Matthews drives inside. Can't finish. Mitchell tried to tip it back in. That ball's up for grabs and ripped down by Amari Wallace. Here's Rich. Murphy. Blocked! What a block! And out of bounds by East Chicago. Wow!
Guess who, man? The 5'8", Jaden Williams.
And And here comes the Merrillville faithful. That is a play that gets the wheels turning.
5'8" versus 6'5" on the low block. Jaden Williams out of nowhere comes in, swipes in, and again, listen to this Merrillville faithful.
Yeah, here we go.
If there was a play you need on defense to kind of get the crowd riled up and get this whole team juiced up, shout out Jaden Williams for that.
Williams now across to Clemens. Clemens all the way across to DeLosa. Murphy almost steals it, but Jamil Rich Jr. does have it now. Drives inside and finishes at the rim.
That's a big change of events there.
Jaden Williams now with it, going towards his right, driving inside. Nice pass. Shamar Matthews loses it. Jamil Rich Jr. now with it. Coming from behind, poked away, dives on the ground. Did we get a timeout? And we did. Timeout called by East Chicago. 67-58, 5:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back here, John A. Barato Center. It is buzzing here right now. Jack Field, Mike DeWan on the call. Zach Miller producing. And Milton Johnson on the camera. The Pirates, they trail by 9. They just had what was a huge block, full momentum, but a couple of turnovers allowed East Chicago to kind of regain that momentum. Preston Sayad does check back in the game for Merrillville. It will be East Chicago's basketball as they call the timeout. Important to notice, East Chicago has 3 timeouts while Merrillville only has 1.
Yeah, they may need to look to preserve that one timeout for a very crucial time.
Yep.
Again, possessions mean so much, though. No shot clock. It's you got to take care of the basketball and make these possessions count.
Bell all the way across to Murphy up top. Say on him. Murphy across. Jamil Rich Jr. now going inside to his big man and an offensive foul right there. They're going to say Gregory Williams stuck out that elbow a little bit on that turn.
Hey, call it what you want, but guess who? Keyshawn Mitchell.
Yeah.
Again, he's really etching himself out as maybe a potential starter.
There's a lot of time here, but it seems like a must-get basket for Merrillville.
I might be with you. Looks like they're running
just to get some momentum.
Another 2-3 there.
Well, there's Saya. Saya thought about it. Goes back to Williams. Williams inside. Back to Saya. Saya drives to his right, contested mid-range two, and it's good.
Tough shot. Good by Merrillville to get somebody in the middle of that 2-3 zone. That's how you break that zone up, get somebody at the free throw line. Again, kind of a pass and kick out to Saya and a fantastic shot.
And there's a steal by Merrillville. Mitchell with it. Williams for 3, and it's good. Jaden Williams. 67-63, just like that. Murphy now with it. Murphy driving towards his left. Foul called on Shamar Matthews. Merrillville will not go away.
That's his 4th foul.
That's a 4th foul on Shamar Matthews. That's a 3rd team foul. 4-14, 4-point game. I'll tell you one thing, Jaden Williams, he's got that clutch gene to him.
Yeah, he thrives in the fourth quarter, to say the least, but kind of a bigger concern now. Shamar Matthews with 4 fouls. He's another fantastic guard for the Pirates alongside Williams. He's got to kind of be careful here in these final 4 minutes.
Head coach Ala Moreau is kind of pleading his case on that one call later when they said Gregory Williams was kind of checking inside, tipped out of bounds. They'll stay with East Chicago. They're trying to get it to Dominic Murphy.
Yeah, they're letting them play a little bit. Again, we know they know it. These referees, they know it's going to be a fast-paced game. A lot of probably contact here and there. Again, it's you got to kind of. There's a little bit of give and take here for the referees.
4:08 to go. Baseline pass, caught by Wallace. Wallace picked out of his pocket, but he gets it back. Crossover, trying to find some room, and he travels. Or no, are we going to get a foul? A foul.
And that is number 5 on Shamar.
It seems like a foul or a travel.
That's, I don't know about that. It's not my duty to make that call.
Can we get a replay on that, producer? No? Yeah, it looked like a travel.
It's a tough call. It's bang play. But that's a big change for the Pirates. Again, a talented guard in Shamar Matthews has just fouled out of the game. His 5th foul. Yeah, that's a killer.
It's a 50-50 call. If they had challenges in high school basketball, there would have been one called right there. Nevertheless, East Chicago basketball and an offensive foul called by Murphy. They're saying he pushed off Mitchell on the pass.
Maybe they say ball don't lie. I don't know. It's not great to have a foul on your best player. Luckily, I believe it's his first they have for him.
That's his first foul. But wow, just like that, a turnaround.
Big change of events here.
A lot of emotion and tension going on.
Another 2-3 here.
DeLosa, deep 3, no good. Wallace with the rebound. Jamil Rich Jr. now with it. Driving inside, kicks it out. London Walker, huge 3, corner, in and out. Rebound secured by Clemens. Goes to Williams, pushing the tempo up the court. Williams drives to his right. Now back out, across. Clemens, top of the key. No good. Sayaz there, tips it away, but Wallace with the rebound now. Wallace to Rich. Sayaz almost tipped that one away. Double team, back to Wallace up top. Wallace across to Walker. Tipped away, that's still in bounds. Time's going to continue ticking, though. Kind of helps East Chicago. Williams now on Rich. Rich driving inside. Euro step block from behind. Sean Clemens.
Ooh, take a breath, Jack. Oh, that was a fun minute.
Hey, I'm ready for hockey if they ever need me. Or horse racing.
Kentucky Derby, I was about to say.
Or like an auction bidder.
Something, man. You got it all. This game really trains you for it.
3:09, 4-point game. East Chicago lead. It's going to be a baseline pass out of bounds.
Again, Merrillville, we're only down 4. It's not something you need to completely push the pace for.
Murphy driving inside. He's fouled. Count it. Dominique Murphy.
Oh, he's so tough, man. He just got a bag of moves in that post position. Again, you get him kind of back to the basket. He's going to make you pay one way or another.
He literally just turns around, knocks it down. I mean, it seems so simple for him out there.
And again, I keep harping this pro comp of DeMar DeRozan, but he just has an unblockable shot. Again, he's 6'4". He jumps super high in his jump shot. I don't see him ever getting blocked in the near future.
I'll give you another one. Not the same size, but the same play style. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
Makes that free throw.
That's high praise.
Completes a 3-point play. 70-63 now. Seya thought about it. Back to Williams. Williams to Seha. Seha moves to his right. Mid-range 2, contested, and knocks it down.
He's so smooth on that closeout.
Seha almost stole it, but tipped away by Wallace. And it's going to be Merrillville basketball. But give credit to Preston Seya right there. If it's not for him, Yamari Walsh going to tip that ball out of bounds.
Again, after following up a nice pull-up jumper, attacking the closeout, he comes back and disrupts a big pass and gets the ball back from Merrillville.
Seya, he thought about the D3. He will shoot that basketball.
I don't blame him.
Clemens inside to Mitchell. Mitchell posting up, spin move off the glass, a foul. Can't get the basket to go down, but he'll head to the line for 2 shots. They're going to tag Marquise Winters on that one.
Looks like Mitchell's a little slow to give up. He's been playing hard tonight.
Looks like his knee on an awkward fall to the ground. That is Marquise Winters' 4th and the team's 4th. Well, allows both teams to get a little bit of a breather. He's trying to work that knee or leg out a little bit. You can see one of the doctors from East Chicago and the assistants, and now head coach Bo Pettin makes his way out there.
You really just want to hope it's a stinger.
I think that it's one of those times where you just hit your knee on the ground and you guys got to lay down and stretch it out a bit.
Yeah, he's been playing hard, and he's got 2 free throws to follow up this, but
he has not only played hard, but he has been crucial to this game.
I'm sure he's going to want to stay
gingerly walking. I mean,
he's not. I don't think he's going to want to come out of this game. Adrenaline's something else,
man. Is the rule, though, you have to shoot the free throws?
That's a good question. Again, this being my first game on the broadcast, I need to study the rule. Need to study the rule book a little bit more.
I think if he can shoot, you can shoot. Then you can sub him out when it's done.
And I think
no, he's going to go to the bench. So he's going to take a breather.
And I think they have to pick somebody else to shoot I don't know if it's the coach's choice out of the 5 on the floor. I believe it is.
I wouldn't pick Sayah if I were East Chicago.
No, and it looks like...
No, they're going to pick Keontae McKinney. Actually, I think the rule is whoever comes in for him.
Which I think is still McKinney.
It is McKinney. McKinney came in for him. I think he's trying to test it out, see if he can play.
He's stretching kind of that calf a little bit.
Yeah. So Keontae McKinney, we haven't said his name in a while. He had 4 fouls in that third quarter. So coming right off the bench, he's going to have to shoot some crucial free throws.
Yeah. Luckily, he's got 2 in his back pocket. I believe that was a shooting foul. So
first one, knocks it down. Nice shot.
Needed that. Need these points here. Again, these possessions are ever so crucial with no time limit.
Both teams with 3-game win streaks. Teams haven't played since 2019. East Chicago got the best, or I should say Merrillville got the best of East Chicago. Second one is good. 1 possession game, 70-67.
Those are huge.
2:30 to go. No one's got Wallace. Never mind, McKinney does now. McKinney drives to his left and finishes. And the foul. Yamari Wallace weaving his way through in a pretty finish at the rim.
Again, he's 6'6", but we saw him a couple times this game. He could bring the ball up, and he kind of had a mismatch on him again. He had Keontae McKinney, 6'5" center, really kind of a true center, bigger dude. Kind of just took him off the dribble, beat him to the cup, and again made him pay a big shot there.
What a second half he's had, but he misses the free throw. 72-67 now. Here comes Williams across. There's Clemens back to Williams. Williams driving inside. Sayah, wing 3. They need it. No good. Way off shot by the senior.
Something like him. Got a little antsy there, I think.
Yeah.
Overshot it.
Wallace now gives it to Bell. Bell hands it off to Rich Jr. 2 minutes now and counting. Sayah on him. Driving to his left. And a foul on Sayah. East Chicago in a bonus. They'll send them to the line for 2 shots. I believe that's Sayah's second, and it is.
Not a lot of nice responses here from the Merrillville faithful on that one. I don't know. It's a tough one. A lot of people are thinking a push off there, a little crafty move there from Rich, but nonetheless, they're going to give him the foul call there. And again, another 2 big free throws here for Rich.
But you alluded to it. A very weird night for Sayah. Only 1 3 made. First free throw good.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's when you're a shooter, you're going to have streaky nights.
Yeah.
Again, you mentioned the last game, 10 days ago, he made 8 threes.
That's a program record.
Then you have today, he made,
one so far. He's been a lot of mid-range shots, but that 3 ball just has not been there for him.
Again, it's hills and valleys as a shooter. You're going to have great nights, and you're going to have nights where you're quiet. It's just the way it goes, and again, he's going to bounce back, whether that's in the next minute and 57 or in the next game.
Big time free throws made by Rich. 74-67 now. 4-0 run for East Chicago. Williams pass inside. Sayah thought about it, drives inside now. Mid-range 2, he got fouled. Yamari Wallace with the contact right there. So Sayah heads to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, he's so good off attacking the closeout. Again, you have to respect his shot, no matter what type of night he's
good
having.
Head fake. He's got a really good head fake.
Again, and he could put the ball. He's quick. Puts the ball on the floor. Able to draw the foul and get another 2 big shots here.
Sayah makes the first one. 74-68 now.
That's a high score nowadays.
East Chicago, 3 timeouts. Merrillville with 1 to possession arrow favors the Cardinals with 1:47 to go here in the 4th. Sayah makes the second. 74-69 now. Pass across, almost stolen. Jameel Rich now with it. Williams on him. Oh, what a play behind the back to Murphy, who finishes the alley-oop.
Yeah, that's a lethal duo between those two. Again, I like Rich's game, and of course, we all know about Dominic Murphy.
Williams driving inside. Sayah now, mid-range 2, and it's good. The mid-range 2's been there all night for Sayah. 76-71, 1:25 to go. Merrillville, they got to have a stop here. And it looks like we'll have a timeout called by East Chicago.
That's a great timeout.
With a minute 22 to go here. As we have a 5-point game, stay tuned as we take a break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
76-71 East Chicago's basketball. Thank you for joining us on this doubleheader of game night in the region here on the Region Sports Network. Game 1 was Penn at Chesterton, where the Kingsmen beat the Trojans 55-44 or 54-44. Deadlock here, close one. For Merrillville, they got to have a stop. They're down by 5, and when you have no shot clock in high school basketball, this is kind of where your enemy is the time.
Yeah, it might be turning into a free throw contest real quick, but I mean, again, with both teams, we know how well they are in speeding the game up. You have to take care of the basketball. You can't go with possessions.
Absolutely.
If you're East Chicago, you can't go with possessions without ending up at the charity stripe or at least getting a shot off.
So they're going to pass it out on that far side with 122, 5-point game. They'll give it to Amari Wallace. A little bit of a double team, but wide open is Jamil Rich Jr. He's going to drive inside and finish off the glass. Too easy for him.
Quick shot, but...
Now there's Williams right away. He's blocked from behind. No foul called. There's Keontae Bell now with it on the wing. Smart decision. Now Amari Wallace in a travel.
Again, you're up 7.
Yeah, you got to slow it down.
That's why, again, the shot from Rich, again, it's a layup, and he's capable of definitely making that shot, but you're in the driver's seat here. It makes sense when you're down 7 to take a shot like that, but now it's time to kind of slow it up.
Williams weaving his way through. Wow, what a play by Jaden Williams, 78-73 now.
So crafty at the rim.
Murphy will pass it out. Jamil Rich now with it, double team. He's trapped right there. Bell able to get the basketball. Numbers for the Cardinals. Walker thought about it. Murphy now with it to Bell, to Rich Jr., and they'll foul him.
Yeah, I was going to say there is no reason to take a shot there unless you're ending up at the charity stripe.
Well, I don't think they were. I thought when Murphy touched the basketball, they did not want to foul him.
No.
So a 5-point game, 38.5 to go.
We'll see. Rich, pretty good solid. He was kind of the guy to close it out at Chesterton. Let's see if he can do it again tonight.
Makes the first. 6-point game now. This is a big free throw because it turns a 2-possession game into a 3-possession game.
Correct.
.5. Rich Jr., a senior guard, makes the second. 80-73 now. Might need a 3 right here. Williams driving inside once again. Can't finish. Rebound secured by Rich Jr. That could do it. Jr. now trying to find some room. Good defense right now. Pass across to Murphy. Murphy to Bell.
That's great work by Rich.
Back to Rich Jr. No foul yet. To Bell. Inside Wallace. To Walker. To Murphy. And that's going to do it here.
Another big win by East Chicago. Wow. Again, they're as hot as they come right now. And as we say, kind of from talking with Chris and Rich Castillo, Roosevelt's own, the region basketball, it's just so much better when East Chicago is putting up a team like this.
What a win for these Cardinals. There's a buzz in the building. There's a reason why. East Chicago, 6-3, a 4-game win streak, and they're causing some havoc in the region. What a fun game that was. Now it's time to do our RSN Award winners. At first, we'll do our Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game, and it's going to go to Dominique Murphy of East Chicago. He was probably a little quieter in the second half than he would have liked, but still, he was a game changer throughout the whole night, especially in that first half, and there's a reason why he ended the game with the basketball.
Again, he's a gamer. Again, maybe if he's not putting up his typical scoring night, he just draws so much attention, and he's just so important to this Cardinal team. Again, he's got the total package. He offers size, again, to where he can rebound and play great interior defense. He's just such a big piece of this Cardinal team, and again, he had another fantastic night on his junior campaign.
Yeah, congratulations, Dominique. Murphy. Crowell Companies have office open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City. They're proud to recognize superheroes on the basketball court. Now it's time to name the blue collar play of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. It's got to go with Jaden Williams of Merrillville. You know, although Saya did not have his best night, the guy who really kept them in this game was Jaden Williams. I don't know if he even took a break. I don't think he sat. He was playing the whole night on the court. When they were down big in the first half, he had a couple nice shots. And even in that third quarter when they were down big and they eventually tied the game, it was Jaden Williams who was a huge part to this Merrillville team.
Yeah, he's super fun to watch. Again, he had a fantastic, really just second half trying to get them in the game. But, I mean, he's as brave as they come, man. Again, 5'8" frame, point guard. He does not care. He's going to charge into the paint, throw up whatever he can. Again, he's so crafty. If he's not knocking down threes from outside, he's so crafty inside the paint. He's gonna make a tough play regardless. So, yeah, it's tough to not come out with a dub, but Jaden Williams is going to name to really look out for.
Yeah, congratulations. Jaden Williams is your Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player to game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about our apprenticeship programs and more, local374.org. It's now time to name the proud Union home play of the game presented by IKORCC. Let's take a trip all the way back to that first quarter. There was a man cleared for takeoff. He shook and rattled the rim. It is Dominique Murphy. His slam-a-jam dunk is your proud Union home play of the game presented by KORCC.
Plays like that, man, they get the gym bumping, and there's no place to have a play like that better than the Bravado Center. Again, when the crowd's behind your back, which is what happened right after that dunk. Again, it ultimately led to an ECW tonight, and again, he's a baller, man. Again, it's super fun to watch him play, and I bet there's plenty more where that play came from.
Slamma-jamma, that's what they say. But that's going to do it for us here. A big thank you to our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castile, our coordinating producer and producer, Zach Miller, our cameraman, Milton Johnson, both coaches, Merrillville, Bo Patton, and East Chicago Central, Ala Moreau, both athletic director for Merrillville, Amy Beckham, for East Chicago Central, Graylin Gordon, and to you, the viewers on Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, RegionSports.com, and ISSAATV.org. But that's going to do it all for us here from the John A. Barato Center. East Chicago continues to be hot. They win 80-73. But for everybody here on the crew, myself, Jack Theo, have a great and safe Friday night and a holiday as well, as you're watching us on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.